Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm super excited that you're here. I do these because I really enjoy them, so I'm hoping that you're enjoying them too. If you want to show your support, hit the thumbs up. We're going to talk about November. So November is a very big month. We are shifting out of the North Node from your sign into the North Node in Taurus, but it's not done yet, and the energy is still there. And Spirit selected for you the Syrian Star Seed Tarot, which is a high vibrational deck. I think it may be the highest vibrational deck of any of the decks I have. And so I can't think of another one right now. So I'm thinking that's correct. And so the maybe the Osha Zen is pretty high too. So here we go. Oh, and Sagittarius got the Osha Zen, I think. So yeah, it's wrapping these things up for you guys and seeing where things go. So we have an eclipse that is happening, but it's not in your sign. It's happening in Taurus on November 19th. But this is like an opportunity to really you've gone through the hard stuff, right? You've gone through the hard stuff. You've been letting things go and figuring out where it is you want to go, where you want to head, what are you curious about. Everybody's been getting to learn what they're curious about, but for you guys, it's been pretty much the whole journey right there. So, ooh, one off the top. They've been doing that lately. Okay, and you got a bonus card. So, this is a month for you to reflect on the lessons that you've learned over the last 18 months. You have the reflection card. It looks like the Hermit. Yep. Okay. Reflect on what you've learned, and you do this by tapping into that inner light that has been coming in. Like there's been a lot of clearing, a lot of cleansing, and an opportunity to really figure out who it is that you are, what it is that you really want, and figuring out how you got there. Oh my God, these are great cards. So, you find yourself standing on the high ground right now. Not everybody understands all the changes you've been going through. Because when the North Node is in your sign, you go through a lot, and the South Node. When those things happen, so you and those with strong Sagittarius placements have really been going through the changes. And not everybody understands who you are now. And this is an opportunity to figure out who you are now and stand your ground on that, right? How do you bring this energy in and use it in a way that is just okay? Why is this card here? You have a choice. I see it. Okay. All right, here we go. So, you have the Nine of Chalices. Look at these cards. They're fabulous. Okay, you have the Nine of Chalices as the place where you find yourself. That's a lot of emotional satisfaction. Like, I think that, as you're winding up the cycle, especially when it's the North Node in your sign, it's a lot easier than when the South Node's in your sign. Okay, so the North Node is in your sign, and you're winding up these cycles of self-discovery and a clarity of mission, right? A clarity of mission and where you want to go, and really focusing on that. So you have the energy to lean into is the Six of Chalices. Those soulmates that you've met, those soulmates that are still there in your life. When the North Node is in your sign or the South Node is in your sign, a lot of relationships will fall away. Who's still left? Who's those soulmates that get you, who understand you? That's the energy you lean into, and you allow the other energies to fly away. It is also Scorpio season into Sagittarius season coming up here. And Scorpio season is about letting things fall away, and Sagittarius is always about where we go next. And so what are you curious about, and where do you want to go next? Well, one of the things you really need to focus on is who in your life does not need to be there anymore, right? And instead, who is still there? Who gets you? Who is that soulmate that's got you? And so here you have, it says the Sage of Flames, but this is like the Queen of Wands. And she is magical. Look, she's got it all together. She knows who she is. In the center, what is she passionate about? And she is manifesting it out into the world because she's receiving downloads and guidance from her higher self. That's you. That's you. What are you trying to manifest? Where are the downloads coming from? What lights you up? What gets you excited? What are you going for? So that's in your conscious mind. In your subconscious, here you are. You are the master of orbs. This would be King of Swords energy. In your subconscious, you found the balance. In your subconscious, you've become more discerning. In your subconscious, you recognize what works and what doesn't work in your life because you just went to a really tough 18 months of a graduate kind of course. Now you're graduating. So the question is, what did you learn and where do you go from here, right? So in the area of the obstacle, we have the Two of Flames. That's trying to make a decision between two options. Where do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? What do I want to do? It feels like, do I want to stay in the past or do I want to move forward? Am I going to keep doing the same old, or am I going to lean into this new soul family that I'm finding, that I'm reconnecting with? And by reconnecting, I don't mean from this lifetime necessarily, but from lifetimes. Like you're in a higher vibrational energy and you should be drawing in higher vibrational people. And it's hard, not just people, but also opportunities. It might be time to leave a job or to move or to choose a different thing to study at school. Maybe what you were studying no longer serves and you're like, I don't want to do that. Be willing to make the adjustment. So if you notice, one of these flames is in front of the other. Like there's a distance, a foreground and a rear. And I really want to suggest that you move forward. That's what the North Node in your sign is about. Where's the next place to go? What are you curious about? What is interesting to you? Where you want to go? And be willing to stand your ground to the people who say, what are you doing? That doesn't even make any sense. You spend all this time and money studying on this, or you have a great job and things are going good there. Why do you want to quit now? Or whatever it is, right? People are resistant to allowing us to grow and change. I know that I get that sometimes from my family. They're like, you didn't used to like whatever. And I'm like, am I not allowed to be different? Of course I am. And so are you. Because here in your environment, you have the Four of Flames, and the Four of Flames, that's stability. This feels very much like family, right? I feel like in your environment, there's a very stable sense of what either your family or what you think family should be, or what you were trying to create, but it's in your environment. Oh, they're telling me also, it could be something you're moving toward. Look at this. There is like a runway leading to it right here. This is what you're moving toward. It's in your environment. Ooh, the sense of stability. So we have the red roses of passion and the yellow roses of friendship here in the front. The castle is decorated also like in welcoming swag of these roses. This is your environment? What are you going for? It's amazing. Your opportunity here is the Sage of Crystals, the Queen of Pentacles. There is something that you are growing, that you are nurturing, that is leading you in the direction you want to go. That's your opportunity. The obstacle is being willing to snuff out one of these flames and pick up the flame, the Ace of Wands. Walk down the bridge, over the moat into the castle by focusing on what it is that is important to you. What is important to you? She's focused on that object in her hand. What is that thing that is really important to you? Because your outcome is super awesome. There's one part that I want to cover first. We have the Eight of Orbs. So outcomes are potentials. This isn't going to happen unless you follow the advice, right? We always have to follow the advice of our heart. This is what's coming in here. So you have the 8 of orbs. That's the 8 of swords. That is overthinking. There is a possibility that for some of you, you are dealing with this obstacle way too long and you are going to be stuck in analysis paralysis. For the vast majority of you, however, you're not going to do that. We have 2 aces here. We have the Ace of Chalices, so the thing that lights you up emotionally, and the Ace of Crystals, this thing that you're focused on, this solid potential of to manifest. And you get both. Why? Because you have the Alchemy card. You can manifest what you want financially. You can manifest what you want in the physical world, whether it's a relationship for flames that feels like home and family, where it's a perfect job. What is that you're hoping to grow and nurture that emotionally fills you up? Alchemy. The crystals and the water come together and they form this fire, this passion that lights you up. It's amazing. I want to say congratulations on your graduation from North Node in Gemini school. I think most of you are going to be just fine, and the rest of you can be. But you have to choose. It's always about free will. Always about free will. What do you choose? So, stay on the high ground. Don't let other people get in your heads. You have the right to choose to follow your path. Wow, that's a lot. Are you sure? All of these? No, I'm not doing all of these. Nope. That's like 10. We're going to put them all back in and reshuffle that and see what comes out. This one we'll keep. I'm not doing 10. So, this month is a time of reflection about how far you've come and where do you want to go. And a willingness to step out on the path. You have to step out on the path. You have aces. Aces are new beginnings and an opportunity here to really alchemize. Oh, you have heart healing, inner child, and conservation, ginseng. This is conserving your own energy. This is you not letting other people tell you who you are. This is conserving your energy. So you have chamomile, hawthorn. Hawthorn is the heart healing, and the chamomile is the inner child. So how do you heal the inner child? By finding what's fun and what's joyful and talking to yourself the way you should have always been talked to. With love, nurturing, and that you're of value. Value yourself. Speak to yourself that way. Don't let other people tell you what to do. If you are feeling anxious, I am going to recommend a little ginseng and chamomile in your diet. I think that you will find that. And as far as the heart healing, you just keep talking nicely to yourself and allow the love to flow in. The self-love always generates exterior love. It starts there, though. Okay. I really don't know why these cards are stuck. Okay, let's take a look at finances. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at finances, because there's an opportunity here to really focus in on something of value. We got this Ace of Crystals, which would be like the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen. So you've got start now, begin today. Okay, begin today says now is the time to begin small steps to make big changes. The butterfly bloom says begin your dreams, start now. No more delays. Honor your dreams so abundance can flow. You have to step out onto the path. Whatever this path is. Spring clean your budget. Okay, go through, see what, do you have subscriptions to things that you don't use? I was just thinking about that today. I have subscriptions to 2 different like TV channels that I catch on my computer. Only I have not watched any of them in forever, and I'm thinking maybe it's time to let them go. One of them probably will wait till January because it shows Hallmark movies. but I think in January then I'll be done. And it'll be okay, and I can always pick it back up next year, right? So you have the luxury gift. Buy yourself a small luxury gift that creates the sense of self-love and feeling cherished, a result of abundance. So do something really kind for yourself. Nurture your inner child, right? What do you want to do? Something small. This is not about being extravagant, right? Because we have Protect the Petals, which says to be a good financial steward of your resources. Astrologically speaking, there are things that point to money tightening up a little. So putting some money in savings, a little bit here, a little bit there, if you could squirrel it away, would be a good idea. You have the Secret Fairy. Every garden has fairies. Secret Fairy says do a good deed for someone else and not be found out. When you give, you always receive. So this isn't about boasting about it. It's just about doing it. It is about showing your gratitude to the universe for all the things that you have learned so far, where you're growing, and just say, you know what? I am abundant, and I want to give. I want to give. Not because I hope to receive, but because I want to give. I want to share the abundance of my heart. It's very healing when you do stuff like that. In the area of love, wow, Taurus got this too. North Node's moving into their sign, so I'm not surprised. It says, love who you are. Love who you are. Stand up for yourself. You're great. You don't need anybody's approval to be who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. You are divine. You are divine. Don't forget that. You came from stardust. You're made of stardust. You are divine, and you can manifest alchemy. You can pull anything together that you need in order to create the abundance that you would desire. And abundance in the heart space, abundance financially, whatever you're looking for. What are you trying to manifest? All right, so again, the Hermit card is the overall energy. Some of you are saying, I'm sick and tired of being alone. I understand that. I used to feel that way. But then I realized I'm never alone. This room is so busy. And no matter where I go, no matter what I do, I'm busy. Like there's so much spirit around me. So first off, I'm never alone. Would I like to have a little more human interaction now and again? Yeah, but do I need it to be romantic? No, because I'm not lonely, because I'm never alone. When you need somebody to make you feel whole, you still have a little more work to do. We all have a little more work to do, they said. So loneliness says, I know that I am never alone. So you're not alone. Just because everybody doesn't get you, and just because you are moving through this energy of, well, that's not me anymore, and maybe you're feeling a little adrift because you haven't really anchored in, right? We have the 2 aces here. Those are beginnings. You haven't really anchored into yet knowing exactly who you are. Allow yourself to do that. You have trust. You have trust. I accept my inner voice, which will always guide me correctly. My inner voice is my compass. My inner voice is my North Star. I follow that, right? She is receiving information and downloads. And you have discipline. I accomplish what I set my mind to. Discipline is consistent action. Saturn loves discipline. Saturn's up in Aquarius, which is trining your sign for the next 2.5 years yet. All right. So when that means it should be easier to do that. A trine is a nice flow. That being said, the other thing they want me to tell you is you will manifest whatever you focus on. You will manifest whatever you focus on. So you can focus on this, or you can focus on this. Your choice, right? It's always your choice. So what would you like to manifest? Because right now, you've gone through the cleansing, you've leveled up, you have leveled up. So step into your new power, your new self-awareness, and love who you are now and who you're becoming. All right? You guys have a great month ahead. You take good care. Mid-months will be out. They'll be a little different this time, I think. I think I'm going to end up focusing on a specific topic, but the mid-months will be out in a couple weeks. And every week you can catch the weeklies on Sunday or Monday. And I'm on Facebook every day at Moonlit Waters. Would love to see you over there. Stop in and say hi. You guys take good care of yourselves. This looks amazing.